Yo, what's good, everyone? And I'm kind of making this video at kind of a late time, but I was just looking at the YBA Discord, and Paragon has just bombarded everyone with crazy changes about the game. And although I'm happy for some, there's some which could have went better. The first change we got is the Raging Demon damage was nerfed. Then the Kick Barrage for the world. And yeah, for the Kick Barrage for the world got his damage nerfed. Aura Kicks for SP and SPTW both got nerfed. Then what they did was they adjusted the skill point cost for some of the character skill tree upgrades. And I hope that worthiness won't cost points anymore. I really hope, because I really would like to put like health regen or sturdiness on more of my builds, but without worthiness, like with the worthiness points, then there's kind of no point. It kind of makes me not want to get them, and so I just use them on something else. But hopefully, yeah, he gives he makes worthiness no longer have points, so builds can make sense again. Now, the next change, of course, I'm gonna put this on the screen so you guys can read for yourselves, but I'm just gonna go through it slowly. So they reduced the skill point cost for all fighting style skill trees, which makes sense, since the Caesar skill tree, or like Spin, or like Zeppeli costs like 60 skill points to max out, which is ridiculous. But hopefully, they make them cheaper, because all my builds right now don't have sturdiness because of that. But then they nerfed most fighting style upgrades, which boosted defense and survivability. In my eyes, that looks like that's just a straight up nerf to Jonathan. Like he just nerfed Jonathan, because there's no way he's nerfing boxing defense. Because if he is, then I'm quitting this game. I don't know what to say. There's no way he's nerfing Jonathan. Please, he's nerfing Jonathan. It might be my fault, but hey. Next, all Hamon in parentheses William Zeppeli's Hamon ability base damage increased. So the moves will do more damage. Oh, the Tornado Overdrive will do like 50. Imagine, that would be so sick. Now, for a little bit of vamp changes, so the Hyper Regen upgrades were buffed, which is good. They reduced life absorption and blood manipulation upgrades. Blood drain amount. So it's not like you can blood suck and then heal 90% of your HP back, because that was absolutely like obnoxious. It was crazy how a vamp did one block break, and all my efforts to try to take him down, he just re-healed in one suck. Next, rebalanced Space Ripper Stingy Eyes. Finally, the Stingy Eyes are getting nerfed. Because right now, if you haven't played YBA in the past month or two, if you use Space Ripper Stingy Eyes, they're free damage. They're even more OP than the OG Stingy Eyes. Basically, all you have to do is just press them. Actually, no, the OG ones were better, but still. You can just press them. 24 damage. Block bypass. Unblockable. And you take burn. Plus, if you hold block and you get block bypassed, you still burn and you can get comboed, which is absolutely OP. Stingy Eyes are just so stupid, and they have like a 10-second cooldown. So finally, they're getting nerfed. Next, the Twisting Spin Punch skill tree positions have changed, because Spin is too expensive and there are so many useless upgrades, so they're kind of switching it around to where that part of the Spin skill tree will be optional. Then Twisting Spin Punch will now be unlocked in the skill tree next to Golden Skin too, so yeah, kind of to reduce the point cost. Then the Spin Mastery upgrades 1 to 5 have been buffed to 8%, even though in my opinion that changes nothing, because those upgrades are completely useless after they no longer buff projectile damage. Because now the projectile damage for Spin is just a flat when you unlock spin, and those ogres are just for the moves, which are completely not worth getting. So I think they have not done a good job on spin. But then spin base damage nerfed. Now, spin base damage nerfed. That spin already does 0 damage, and you spend 20 skill points for moves for damage buffs on spec moves which you don't need. So yeah, spin's still gonna be even more garbage than before. However, Hermit Purple, my dear Hermit, it looks like they are tweaking Hermit. The first change for Hermit is that the Vine Mastery range upgrades nerfed, which makes the Vine Traps and the Grapple ranges shorter, which means that you will no longer be able to run and spam with Hermit. I mean, obviously, I'll find a way to. Don't worry about it, guys. I'll obviously find a way to make my way through these changes and just like abuse the most broken stuff. But if the nerfs on range are that bad, then Hermit might be garbage. But I don't think it's gonna affect it too much. But a positive, the ability damage is buffed. Makes me really happy, you know. Just a little Hermit main. I'm really happy they buffed my my Hermit. I'm really happy about that. But especially moving into Star Platinum here. Now SP is getting 2 nerfs. 2 nerfs. So Star Platinum skill trees is cost adjusted, which means it's gonna cost a little bit more. So from like 32 skill points for the essentials to like 35 or something. And then Starfinger cooldown increased by 2 seconds. The SP mains, kind of, including myself, are gonna be actually like pretty pissed. Because 2 seconds, especially for a Starfinger, is a bit much. Even though Starfinger didn't have much, it had an 8-second cooldown, so now it's gonna have 10. I don't think it's gonna impact it too much, but we're gonna have to see, because I kind of just love just pressing my Starfinger and then I get free combos. So, you know, that's pretty cool. Now, moving on to Magician's Red. They redesigned the skill tree, which basically means they made MR hyper expensive. Now, while I'm talking about these changes, I'm gonna have kind of later on in the video, I'm gonna have the leaks for the new skill trees if you guys want to see them. But basically, MR is gonna be like 2 times more expensive. And they gave Redbind a 0.4 second cancelable windup, which I think is fair. You know, MR, even though it's my little KFC, and I love to main MR and just run and spam crossfires as much as I do, and kind of Redbind, dash and Redbind instantly, it had to get nerfed. But hey, at least it was in the windup, at least it was in the Bakugo. It's just the cancelable windup, so who cares? Who cares? Now, Shed Armor and Triple XL speed values adjusted. So Shed Armor and Triple XL will have their M1 slower, from what I understood. Shed Armor now increases Stand Barrage finisher speed. It already did, but I think they're buffing it. Just okay. Crazy Diamond reworked, so they're gonna nerf it. The changes were like leaked previously, but he deleted them, so I currently don't have them. But he was going to remove like the bearing shot and the You're in My Range for something else. And now for the hand. So the redesign of the hand skill tree, so it's going to be cheaper. The second erasure is blockable. However, the cooldown is halved for it. The wind up for it is basically halved. Erasure accelerate, upward velocity halved, so you can't just go into the sky anymore. Erasure pull range and stun increase, which is great because Erasure pull is garbage, but these are great changes. Pulls upgrades 1 to 3 buffed, pretty good, so like the range. But also, RHCP, his music got added back, which, okay, nobody uses that stand, but hey, pretty little touch. So Killer Queen now has the Impale ability, so, but only the normal one, not the Bites of Dust. This has been clarified in the general chat. People have asked Paragon. That's only for the normal Killer Queen. So yeah, stupid change. No one uses normal Killer Queen. Now Plat Bomb got its wind up very significantly increased. Now I don't know how much that is, but I'm happy it did because people can literally just come up to you, bomb plant, go back, detonate you, and then keep spamming sheer heart attacks, and you will lose over a certain period of time. Now they say reworked Sticky Finger, so I think like lowered the skill point cost and kind of changed some moves. Now for the changes, which make me very sad, very sad. I'm sorry to announce, but Skilled Pistols has been nerfed. Yes, guys. Yes, guys. Skilled Pistols has been nerfed. What am I gonna do now? Skilled Pistols has been nerfed. You all can go party and celebrate as I kind of contemplate my losses and my journey with Skilled Pistols right here. So the Redirection Barrage and the E keybind, which is the like normal bullets, are getting their damage nerfed, which hits hard because I love doing 8 damage Redirection Barrages in SBR. This is definitely gonna hit hard, especially the normal bullets. Wow. And last but not least, the improved dash cooldown has increased. Yes. You guys can all start celebrating in the comments and be like, you're so garbage. Yeah, 6P is getting nerfed, guys. My Skilled Pistols is getting nerfed unjustly, guys. What am I? But don't worry, I'm gonna find a way to make it work. I'm gonna find a way to make it work because everything else is being nerfed, so I can still get around it. Now, then we have kind of some general changes. Added a keybind for stand barrage finisher on 6 pistols. Okay. So you can change the keybind for the finisher, which you don't need. Then they're increasing the 6P like M1s. They're making them equal like some stands, and they're gonna make the damage like 7.5 if I saw correctly from general chat. So 6P is gonna have good M1s, which is really nice because I hated fighting D4C love chains and having to use my plug sword to kill the clones because 6P had 4.5 damage in ones, which was stupid. But then Purple Haze needs no specific changes. It needs a rework. I doubt that. I just think after the D4C Joseph or the Purple Haze Joseph video, that thing needs a nerf. Because 3 poison moves and you die. Mr. President Kidnapping upgrades buffed, which means that you'll stay in the room for longer. No White Album specific changes yet, but Gently Weeps will be nerfed later. Reworked Stone Free. I have no clue what he means by that. Nobody has a clue what he means by that. He's probably gonna nerf it. Like the String Lasso, maybe. As well as maybe the beatdowns. Or also the skill tree, right? Because he did leak it. Then Acid Spew will no longer bypass block. So Wyattig is getting the biggest nerf of the century, which, is it's gonna hit hard. But also focused nail shot stun reduced, and rebalanced scary monsters. So scary monsters, I'm guessing they're gonna like higher or lower the skill point cost, but then nerf the moves. And Toast is getting a slight nerf on that focused nail shot. Pretty nice because it's too annoying. But in my opinion, these balances actually look pretty promising. I don't see any actual problem. Of course, there was also part 1, but he deletes them immediately, so I couldn't I was busy that day and I couldn't bring you guys the video on the balances, and now they're gone. So I'm doing the video now on the balances too to give you guys kind of an idea of next update. And he did say that the update log will be 5 times bigger than any update log in YB history. I'm scared. The game is gonna drastically change. During that update day, I'm gonna have to make a video on every single stand again. All the specs again. Review the nerfs. Oh, you guys, I'm gonna have to upload 10 times a day or something. You guys sit tight for that because I'm gonna split it into videos so that you guys know exactly where to find the stuff. So hermit changes plus best spec for it and stuff like that. But yeah, now on screen, I'm going to be putting the skill trees for the reworked stands, or the reworked skill trees for pre-existing stands. They're going to be on screen. Enjoy them. And yeah, hope you like the balance changes. Hope you liked 6B getting nerfed and my KFC. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching and see you in the next video.